Hi everybody, this is Wanda. I'm back with another video of the gift that I made for Marlene as a thank you for the ones that she sent me. I'm going to give you an overview and then I will go in details. These are the gift that I made. And this is... I'm going to start with the banner. For the banner I use this paper from my mind's eye. I got it at Michael's. It's a beautiful paper, it has beautiful colors. Even though you don't see the paper, I use papers in the back and in the front. Um, I, I use a lot of stuff in the front. On the top, you can see I use some Christmas trim. Then I use some pearl trim. I use some bottle brush trees that I bleach, and I decorate them with the pearls. I use 4 different laces. Some of them are vintage, you can barely see them, but it's under that silver Christmas trim. I made a rosette from the video that Bona made using your Martha Stewart edge punch. I use some holy leaf that they were green, and I painted with gesso first, and I painted with silver, and then I used the Martha Stewart glitter to cover them, and then I put gesso in some of them, you can see, so it looks like a snow. I use some a rosette from Gisella's store that I won in one of her giveaway. I tea dyed it, as well as I tea dyed the doily. For the letters, they were silver, but I used Martha Stewart fine glitter to make it more sparkle. And then I got this small wreath, butter brush wreath at Michael's, and I used some gesso so it mimics snow, and I used some pearls on them. All the pieces are similar, but I exchange the papers, even though you can see the papers. You see the top is the same thing with the trims, the laces, the bottle brush, the holly leaves, the butter brush, and I use some seam binding to so she can hang it. The same thing with the S. And the same thing with the H. I love it. I think it took me for a while to make it, but I love the end results. And all these things that I'm showing is kind of hard for me to part with, but I know Marlene deserved them, and I know she will enjoy them as much as I will enjoy the pictures that I took from them. The second thing that I made, and it's not in the, it's not in the vase, because I want to send it. I will send her a picture of this, and then I will send it this individually. I don't want to glue anything down because it's easier to package individually, so she can do it herself. I start with a round piece of chipboard, which I cut it twice, and I cover with Melissa Francis. It's like I know Marlene mentioned in one of her videos that she's into the greens and blues or aqua color, so that's what I try to do with her gift. I try to go with those colors. So it's a piece of Melissa Francis paper on the top, and in the bottom is one of my mind's eye paper. For the trees is the same thing. They were bleach, and then I had this trim that has some pearls that are white but iridescent, so that's what I did. For the top I found some stars, and that's what I put in the top. Let's see if you can, yeah. I put a lot of fake snow on top of the paper so you can barely see the paper. I bought that looks like a lake or a pond, and I just put some trim that I got at Michael's. Oh, around the round piece of chipboard, I took some paper streamers, and I use Martha still has some scissors that cut like a lot of layers. So I use that to cut fringe, and then I put some um, Christmas trim, and then I put some the same pearl trim that I use in the trees. I use it there. The figurine, I think, is a boy with a dog. I just put some gesso on it so it looks like they're covered in snow. My favorite is the litter house. I had this litter house for a long time, and it was paint pink to go with my room, but I painted with gesso first. Then I combined two of Martha Stewart paints to try to get that color because I couldn't find the same color of the paper. And then I use the pearl trim around the house. It looks like white lights. I use one of those bottle brush wreath and one Christmas trim that I got at Michael's. Then I use diamond dust in the house after I painted, so it looks like snow. I I love this so much. I'm going to make one for myself. I don't have the old pieces like that. The other little house that I have is like a church, but and it's not glue. Let me show you. So I'm going to pack everything individually, and so she can create her own scene. I wanted to get there in good not in pieces. Each piece should get there good shape. The other thing that I did, which I haven't put the seam binding or the ribbon because I don't know what I'm going to use for it. It's I did some paper ballerinas. I got the idea from Graphic 45 blog, and I used the same paper from my mind's eye in the colors that she likes. I handmade 2 flowers. In fact, my flowers, but smaller scale. 2 of them here and here. I used some lace around the. Sorry. I used some lace around the edge, and that's vintage lace that I got from that lady. I told you she was like 91 years old. So that's vintage. Most of the trims that I use are vintage, other than the seam binding that it's new. Then I use some Christmas sprigs and another tree, which I put glitter, and I put some pearls, and I put some light green tulle. I made like a bow. And then the other one, it's a ballerina, which I paint with the Martha Stewart paint. Has some Christmas pics. Then I put some diamond dust on her dress. The flower, handmade flowers, and the edges I use some gesso, so it looks like snow. And you guys have seen this. One of the tags, Christmas cards that I made. So it's, even though it's not the same green color, but when I made them, one of them was for her. So that's my Christmas card for her, and it's the same. It's a nutcracker theme. Let me give you an overview. I think everything came out of my liking, and I hope she likes what I did for her. It's going on the. I need to send it either tomorrow or Saturday, so she get it before Christmas. I don't know if she takes her decoration early, but if not, she can have it for next year. Well, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope you like what I just made, and I hope Marlene likes what I made, because I do like it. And hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.